Have you ever showed up at a wedding and immediately regretted your choice of outfit? I hope not. Well, Jesus tells us in a parable about a wedding crasher who not only didn't have an invitation, but he also had the wrong clothes. That's in Matthew 22 and verse 12, where Jesus tells of the man who was putting on the wedding. He came to this guest who wasn't a guest, who was a crasher, and he said, "Friend, how did you come in here without a wedding garment?" And the Bible tells us the man was speechless. He didn't know what to say. And the man, who was the king, called his servants and he said, "Take that man who hasn't got the wedding robe on, bind him hand and foot, take him away and cast him into outer darkness where there is weeping and gnashing of teeth." What was Jesus talking about here? Well, he was talking about eternity and those that enter into eternity without the clothing of God's righteousness, without salvation. And here's the point of Jesus' parable, is you cannot go into heaven and crash heaven's wedding feast with your ordinary clothes, your own human good works. It's not your goodness, it's not your works, it's not your efforts. The wedding garment speaks of those of us who have come to Christ and had ourselves washed clean in His blood. And listen, only Jesus Christ can provide that wedding garment, that salvation. I want to ask you this question. Do you have that garment? Are you ready for heaven? The good news is, even if you're not, Jesus offers you His righteousness freely. He says, whoever calls on the name of the Lord can be saved. You can do that even today. Say, "Lord, I want that righteous clothing from you." Trust the Lord for it, and He will give it to you. And you can be ready for that great day when we meet the Lord in heaven for that feast. God bless you today.